Going to be playing a game that most of you are probably already familiar with, but I figured I might as well give a shot at it too, as it looked straight up my alley. So this is called Steredenn, and it's an early access game by Pixelnest Studio, and there's also a bunch of people that worked on it, named Mathieu, Demia, Simon, Etienne, and Zander. Finally trying Steredenn. Yep, finally trying Steredenn. Without any further ado, let's get to playing this game. After having watched Wander play it, I will admit I don't actually know very much about this game. So I got that going for me a little bit, which is nice. And I'm trying to figure out the arrow keys, but they don't appear to be doing anything. Whatever. For maximum greatness, use a gamepad. Ain't gonna happen. Shoot with X. Pick a new weapon with space. Swap weapons with C. Alright. Let's start the show. So this is a space shooter, roguelike type of thing. Oh, shit. I assume that's bad news for me, as I've seen things that are mostly orange, which means that I'm probably on the side of orange, right? Pirate fleet signatures detected. Okay. Whoa, this game's a little bit loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Amazing soundtrack. Yeah, not bad at all so far. Okay. This is interesting stuff. It's got like a heavy metal soundtrack. That's usually not something you hear all that often, surprisingly. And you'd think that with how many nerds love heavy metal, that there would be like a crazy amount of nerds that are super into that sort of stuff. Okay, let's we have gun bots, which I guess are automated little robots that shoot for me. And I think that for general usage, I'm gonna stick with the blaster for right now, as it is a-okay by me. And the gun bots, we can probably pop them onto things that are more stationary, like say this guy, Palmer, MKI number 135, whatever. Oh shit, that, okay, holy shit. Surprise, motherfucker, except I'm the motherfucker. I do not appreciate this surprise. This just suddenly became way more intense. Okay, I got it though. I can take one more hit, apparently, if my armor meter in the upper left is to be believed. And I wonder, I don't see a visual indicator for how much damage I was doing to him, so that kind of sucked. But whatever. Let's try that again. That was a pretty short time to the first boss, I have to admit. I have to say, definitely kind of kicked in a little bit earlier than I expected. It also looks like this game is a little bit on the shorter side. I think I only saw like a handful of bosses, not that many. I think I saw there was probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 9 bosses. And I was reading the patch notes today just because I had to read something while I downloaded the damn thing. And they said that they are currently working on the final boss, so we'll see how that goes. And they said currently the pacing needs a little bit of work and stuff like that. And I'm like, huh, pacing? They sound like they know what they're doing, as that sounds like a term that's probably useful to know. Okay, let's try this again. The skull over his head shows how hurt he is. Okay, well I didn't even see the skull over his head. I see the skull on the side of him, but that's not over his head, fuck. Okay, that is not so good. I think here I should probably just stick with using gun bots, because then I can stay outside of his shootiness. Ooh, this fight is going shit-tacularly. Yep, gun bots might be the better way to focus this guy down, so I can just focus instead on dodginating. Yeah, see, look at this. Like now I can stay real far away from any sort of danger. Okay, just move up now so I don't get stuck. I think this thing probably killed all my gun bots, so oops. Okay, I can take 2 more hits, but there goes the first boss. Second try, I got the first boss down. Excellent stuff. And yes, I forgot I get to pick my upgrades here. 50% drop rate and 10% damages on bullets. 10% damages overall. Faster reload time. I guess I'll stick with I'll go with just 10% straight up damage, as that seems like a reasonable thing to go with for right now. That should just apply to anything that I do. Although, maybe he could have gone with the one that was more specialized. I don't know. This seems marginally more powerful to do it this way. Also, let's get the blaster out so I can get through this asteroid field. Well, that was not exactly the nicest way to start. I have to say, once again, as usual, not having a controller is somewhat of a problem. As trying to learn the controls and memorizing, like, okay, this is how I switch weapons versus this is how I shoot and stuff. Actually, a little bit harder than I would appreciate. Let's go with rockets right now, as those seem nice and powerful. Hey, these are the type of rockets that kind of go behind you a little bit too, which I always appreciate having access to in video games, just in case they throw things like stuff that can sneak up behind you and stuff like that on you. It makes it so you're not completely like helpless against stuff that's trying to be a little bit of a sneaky snake. Okay, this is so far easy stuff. That was a interesting dodge on my part. Definitely went with the hardest path I could have taken, I guess. And I'm gonna try and shoot this guy with my back rockets. I got him a couple of times, but not really enough to do a whole lot. Oh, I guess here's boss number 2. Okay. Straight up damage is good. Yeah, I figured as much. Switch into gun bots, although I think on this guy it's probably not gonna do that much good for me because of, well, frankly, how many projectiles he's throwing at me in the first place. So I'm gonna just spam the rockets then for right now. Whoa, you have to dodge real close to the top of the arena to stand a chance. Whoa, that is actually very, 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 very tight. Okay. Don't really appreciate that. Oh, okay, those are bullets which spawn more bullets. It's like a 4th of July thing, except way more terrifying. And then between the green shaft-a-doos, I have to also go up and down to make sure I don't get befuckled. Okay, that was an easy enough dodge, but then that was a new pattern. Okay, fair enough. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bosses. That 7th one is pretty damn big. That looks more like a space station than anything else. Alright, fair enough. Go faster than light. Will do, even though it's a completely different game. Oh, it looks like this is starting me over at the start of the game. Okay. Now I understood why Wander took so long to kill that one boss. It was because you have to Ikaruga this shit, kind of. I guess that's more of the roguelike influence starting to show its, I won't say ugly face, welcomed difficult face. There's a little bit of roguelike action going on with this thing, and I'm appreciating it. I can get myself behind a good roguelike or two every now and again. I think I've played a lot of the really, really big ones. What the hell is this? Shockwave. Okay, looks like some sort of charging up weapon. Okay, that's cool. I definitely appreciate Shockwave. Thou shalt not pass. That's a quote from something, I would assume. Oh, it's a quote from Hamlet. That's what it was. Okay, these things turn into little flowers of... Ow. That was a new attack. They turn into little flowers of pain. And also, the shockwave is fucking awesome. Look at that. It's like defense and offense. Like, I don't need to worry about anything ever again. Granted, the damage on it sucks, but... well, let's see. I don't know how long I can charge this thing down for. That's a huge shockwave there. So it looks like this thing can charge for pretty long periods of time. And this is an easy pudding and pie pattern. There is nothing to worry about there. Looks like when this thing is charged up all the way, it does massive amounts of damage too. As he is like... Is he healing? I think he might be healing. If so, that sucks. Never mind. Shockwave destroys projectiles. Yeah, I see that. It's really, really nice. Okay, contact is plus 50 damage. That's useless. Backfire damages are plus 10% damage. We'll go with the straight damage up for right now. And if I go through an asteroid field... Oh, bar under the HP is the charge bar. Thank you very much, purples. And let's kick this game's ass. Interesting how it charges from right to left. That's not something I expected I would really see. This is pretty goddamn killer. Like, this is just the best weapon in the game as far as I'm concerned. Like, really, what else does a man need in life? You need a good book, you need a good woman, and you need a giant shockwave cannon. I hope the enemies don't get this at any point. That would suck. Ooh, okay. Up through there. Keeping this thing charged up all the way, probably overkill for these sections. I would actually probably do better to use the blaster for those parts, where it's kind of like just more like normal. But for here, where there's a lot of projectiles, probably isn't that bad of an idea to go ahead and use this thing. Awesome stuff. This is killer. Okay. Going pretty smooth with this fight. Damn it. Okay. And he has some new tricks that are old tricks that I just forgot that they existed in the first place. I'm screwed, but I can shockwave out of that. Ooh, that could have been really bad. If I stay behind him, he can't do anything about it with his like forward attack focus at the moment. All I need to do is just make sure I'm going constantly up and down. Looks like he's much more upset at me than he was mere moments ago. Okay, I can take one more hit and I'm screwed. So I will try to just focus on dodging. He can't take that many more hits, can he? Oh, well, there we are. Hi, Lemesta. Back from Vaka. Welcome back. I am currently playing Steredenn, which is a game that you've probably been played already. Oh, I lost my shockwave. That thing was badass. Like, I didn't need to worry about anything as long as I had my shockwave. It was just like my little friend who saw me through hard times like a little dog. Why do these asteroids have skulls on them? That's an awfully bizarre coincidental thing to just have appearing there. Don't you think? Like, oh, this gets less accurate the longer I hold it down. That's interesting stuff. Yes, Baka is a nice time. Okay, that's good. Ooh, okay. I don't have my shockwave, which is unfortunate because it would just absolutely wreck this guy. On the other hand, I can also just say fuck it to accuracy and just like let my bullets incidentally hit him as opposed to any sort of aiming. There we are. Yes, this might be the way to do it. I can also just eat some damage here and just kill him quicker. No, never mind. That was a terrible idea. Well, at least I tried it. Okay. It's showtime. Yeah. I want my shockwave back. I wonder if this game has things like different ships that you can start with or anything like that. Like, basically they'd be different classes or whatever. But it looks like that's not going to be the case, which is a little bit unfortunate. Either that or maybe I have to unlock them. It is still an early access game, so it would be kind of nice to have... I mean, I'll be patient, but I think this game would do really, really nicely to have some nice, like, starting classes that you can choose from, and that totally fits in with the roguelike elements, as well as the shmuppy elements, too. Like, there's not really any compelling reason I can think of that would make it, like, not fit in with the style of the game, unless they really, really are dead set in having the player, like, oh, okay, that was bad. Interesting. So the lasers kind of have like little blockages, and then if I break the blockage, I get a face full of laser. That was a terrible dodge right into bullets on my part. This isn't going to go super well, but what I can try to do is I can try to just kick this guy's ass, and we'll have a better level 2 experience. This is a really weird pattern. Okay, that was a hard dodge right there, but I managed to have just enough room to pull it off. So I am a fan of that. There's a big attack and then a couple little ones, which are pretty easy to dodge. This guy's actually, he's a harmless little puppy dog. But yeah, as soon as I kill him, I'll be able to get my... Fuck! I'm sorry what I said earlier. You were incredibly harmful. I did not mean to insult your ego. But you clearly need to take a chill pill. You need not take everything I say so personally. Shit! That was suddenly a hell of a lot more intense. Holy crap. Alright, ready to rock? Hell yeah, I'm ready to rock. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, why do these asteroids have skulls? Wait, if I blow that up, I'll get screwed. So if I just kind of patiently wait for the like source of the laser beams to appear, I can hit it and then shut down the entire laser grid. There we go. And I took a singular point of damage, which is kind of rough. Oh, that went fast. Okay, bomber, I can probably deal with. Shotgun, why the hell not? This is, yeah, okay, this is fine. All I have to do is just spam the damn thing, and it looks like it's going to do reasonably well. Okay, I fought this guy a couple of times now, so I think I know the score on him. He was really, really easy in the event of having any sort of shockwave or shockwave-like shockwave. Oh, it looks like my projectiles killed his there. Oh, that's pretty nice. I definitely dodged that a little bit in the hard mode there to like go up and down through his like bullet stream as opposed to just kind of going around this little floral pattern like this. But whatever. He's dead. And now I get to choose some nice power-ups. A very personable space pirate, yes. The first, second boss are 1 and 3. Yep, that's very true. Okay, bots, plus 50% drop rate, plus 50% drop rate. Heavy, big area of effect, heavy. I will go with energy weapons. Those seem kind of fun. I hope the shockwave is a type of energy weapon. I think it was a purple weapon, if I remember. I don't know, whatever it was, I want more of it. That's for damn sure. We'll switch to the blaster to get through this like little minefieldy segment a little bit easier. Aha, it is called indeed a minefield, so I was right in that regard. Also, that disorienting like little space jump that these guys have is really problematic. I do not appreciate having my screen shake that dramatically. That was extremely disorienting, actually. Oh crap, I screwed up. Oh crap, I dramatically screwed up there. Okay, so I get little walls that appear to help me out through that situation. That's good to know. So in the future, I will remember that. Looks like the minefield has pretty much been neutered, so don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, this is going much better. Now they don't have to worry about any sort of mines. Dodge directly into a bullet there, which is not so hot. But I think maybe about I think probably past this wave is when the next boss is going to be showing his face. And there he is. Like ultra laser. I didn't know that there's an ultra laser, but I am okay with lasers. And if they have an ultra variation, frankly, the more the merrier. Could probably switch things up to the shotgun here. So okay, I will. Yeah. One thing I think is kind of odd about the control scheme is that it's space to switch weapons when you're over one, and then C to switch weapons when you're like just shooting regularly. And I can totally see why they do it. It actually makes a lot of sense to me to do it that way. It's just kind of a little bit annoying. Let's see, sacrifice damage in terms of just making this easier. Guess I'm okay with that. Yeah, now he's gonna do his, this sort of thing I can handle really, really well, so that's, oops. Oh, god damn it. I was in a really bad position when I came from the, around from behind him.